From the edge of Music City, on the air and over the web, this is Music City Roots, live from the Loveless Cafe. Hi, everybody. I'm Keith Bilbrey, welcoming you to our weekly radio showcase for the finest roots in Americana music from and passing through Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome to the Loveless Barn. Music fans everywhere. It's CMA week. A lot of you have drifted over from downtown, no doubt. We know where you're listening. That would be Nashville's hottest new radio station, Hippie Radio 94.5. We're proud to be on your air, live and local. Thanks also to the Loveless Cafe for the legendary biscuits and chicken and the buffet for our musicians, supporters, and crew. Thanks to our sponsors, including Blackstone Beer, who brings you our lineup of artists each week. Let's give them all a big hand. Yeah. Well, we've pulled back the pews and set up the dance floor, and we're gonna boogie tonight. And right now, Mr. Boogie himself, a songwriter as terrific as he is prolific. And he can dance if he has to. If I point a gun at him and say dance, he'll dance. Otherwise, he won't. Welcome, Jim Lauderdale.
Thank you, Keith Bilbrey, and hey, and thanks a lot for talking about the boogie. Oh, you meant boogie.
No, boogie.
Oh,
boogie,
thank you,
swing,
Keith. Thank you. That's
dance.
very kind of you.
Anytime,
thank you.
pal.
Well,
I got you back.
Folks, how you doing tonight? Good. Well, hey, I think I'm going to kick off things. I'm going to do an old shuffle I wrote that,
I like that.
George Strait recorded, a few other folks, Scott Joss, who plays for Haggard, recorded this. And
Wow.
it's called Stay Out of My Arms.
I like it.
Many times temptation grows so strong and makes someone go blind to what is wrong. We'll stop now while there's still the strength to see. Turn your eyes and run away from me. Stay out of my arms, take my advice. It's easy to break the same heart twice. Let's stop the hurt before it starts. Don't follow me, stay out of my arms. I'm sure you'll find someone to have and hold and keep the promises that you were told. I'd only lead you on and let you down and hurt you when good memories can't be found. Stay out of my arms, take my advice. It's easy to break the same heart twice. Let's stop the hurt before it starts. Don't follow me, stay out of my arms. Stay out of my arms, take my advice. It's easy to break the same heart twice. Let's stop the hurt before it starts. Don't follow me, stay out of my arms. Don't follow me, stay out of my arms. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Woo. And welcome to Music City Roots, live from the Loveless Barn. And you know, we do have this very special barn dance night here at the Roots, and we're so happy that y'all came out. And we've got the seats pulled back, and there's a big open dance floor just waiting for y'all to get. Now that I've kind of, you know, broken the ice, now, you know, please come out and dance.
Yeah.
Dance.
Listen, this group is so excited. They're going to be dancing to the commercials. It's going to be amazing.
I know it.
Amazing.
Well, especially with your mellifluous voice, they'll be dancing to them. Are you in the mood to dance? All right. We'll get up the first band up here in a second. But first, let's say hello to our master of ceremonies, legendary radio announcer, Mr. Keith Bilbrey.
Oh, thank you. So wonderful to be here.
And over here in the Griffin Technology chat room, asker of questions, reader of lineups, evangelizer for the accordion, Mr. Craig Havinghurst.
Thank you, Jim. Hey, everybody. That's right. I'll talk your arm off about the accordion. Keith Bilbrey, was it fun interviewing Emmylou Harris last night on the air on your show? I loved that interview.
I enjoyed that very much.
That was a good hour of radio over there on Hippie. And so, Emmylou, you were talking about Woofstock.
Yes.
Happening on Saturday at Fontanelle. We promised her we would mention that on the show.
Everybody go.
And it's a big benefit for, what's their charity again called? The Bonaparte's Retreat.
Yeah.
And,
which is an animal shelter in her backyard, Emmylou's backyard.
Yep. She has done well for the critters.
And I've been added to the lineup with my friend Buddy Miller.
Have you really? Excellent.
Yeah.
Jim and Buddy going to be there?
Yeah.
It's always an amazing lineup, an amazing day out there at Fontanelle. So get the hints. Folks, we got a cool lineup tonight, a great show, a special week that we've done. We did this last year and just thought, man, we're going to do it again. It took a little while for this to get warmed up. Hopefully, y'all will be out here quickly. We got a terrific band to start us off. Jim will tell you about them in a second, but I'm going to tell you about the Blackstone Brewery lineup that you're going to be hearing tonight. We're going to end with some friends from New York City who know how to throw down. They're the Spirit Family Reunion.
Yeah.
Give them a round of applause. From up in Kentucky, they know how to play a fiddle and a banjo, and we got a square dance caller by the Whiskey Bent Valley Boys are here to help you. Alaman Left and Do-Si-Do. Our buddy from East Nashville, label owner, scene maker, and band leader Jacob Jones.
Yeah.
Gonna play it loud, Ray, for everybody. We got a crazy band that I just cannot wait to see. What I read about them is amazing. Black Jake and the Carnies. Woo! They're crazy. Even their sound check brought out the police, I'm told. And Jim gets to bring on the first, as much as I would like to tell you about them. Jim gets to.
Well, friends, some folks have called Robert's Western World on Lower Broadway the greatest honky-tonk in America. Yeah? And every Monday night for more than a decade, this band has held court for audiences who want their country music authentic and swinging. Well, that's no problem for these guys. They are John England and the Western Swingers.
On the other side of town in a little old shack, it's the most broken down, scratched up nose, a big buck teeth. The butter daddy thinks she's too good for me. Open that gate,
oh sweet mama.
Open that gate for me. Open that gate,
oh sweet mama.
And let me come right on in. Just yesterday, when I heard that her folks had gone away, I got to the fence and my knees started knocking. I touched that gate and I got me a shock. And open that gate,
oh sweet mama.
Open that gate for me. Open that gate,
oh sweet mama.
Let me come right on in, Brother Tim. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As sweet as she can be, she's saving all of her love for me. Straight is the gate and narrow's the way, and the gate's been locked up every single day. Open that gate,
oh sweet mama.
Open that gate for me. Open that gate,
oh sweet mama.
And here comes old Tommy Hannon, that is. girls say, David, David, David. Yeah, you'll learn, that's right. Well, I bought her a ring and I gave him a word. Oh, we'll be married on June the 23rd. So how much longer do I have to wait for her to open up that dadgum gate? Open that gate.
Oh, sweet mama.
Open that gate for me. Open that gate.
Oh, sweet mama.
And let me come right on in.
Ready, go now, yeah.
Open that gate.
Oh, sweet mama.
Open that gate for me. Open that gate.
Oh, sweet mama.
And let me come right on in. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see some of our dancing friends here with us tonight. Be introducing all the Western swingers to you as we go along, folks, starting with our steel guitar man. He wrote this beautiful song as part of our newest album. The song is called Open That Gate. The man is Tommy Hannum. How about it for him? Yeah.
Albuquerque in New Mexico, take me back to you. Way down in the valley where the Rio Grande runs on through. Her lips were as pink as the sunset on Sandia, and her eyes told me all I had to know. And her dark hair like a night with no moon on the mesa. My heart just can't let her go. Old town, I never will forget the girl I met in Albuquerque, Old Town.
Old town, old town,
Way
old town, old town.
walking through the cottonwoods along the bricks, hand in hand.
Old town, old town,
Red
old town, old town.
people selling blankets and jewelry at the plaza stand. We gazed at the jewelry, the turquoise and silver. They flashed like her eyes in the sun. Then we joked about forever in the shade of the bell tower. Inside an hour, I was gone. Old town, I never will forget the girl I met in Albuquerque, Old Town. But I never will forget the girl I met in Albuquerque, Old Town. Thank you very much.
That's Tommy right there. Ladies and gentlemen, our drummer, the best drummer in town, Walter Hartman, to kick off the Big Beaver, Bob Wills, 1941. Yes, sir. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't it great to see these fancy dancers out here tonight? It's beautiful. But you know, we like it when everybody dances, or at least a few more folks dance. And so we're going to do a nice, easy waltz for you. It's a beautiful song written by our fiddler and he sings it on our newest album, which, by the way, we're going to have those out there at the table after we finish our set. This is the one and only Gene Merritt's, the one we call Pappy, and his song, The Waltz for Sue Ann.
Down in old San Antone, the music was so soft and low. I held Sue Ann tight with her blue eyes so bright, and I told her that I loved her so. She whispered to me as we danced way past 3 that I was her true loving man. She gave me her heart and vowed not to part as we danced to the waltz for Sue Ann.
Oh, keep her dancing, Tommy. Yeah. Hear those twin fiddles now.
Shone bright, and it seemed just like heaven to me. In her pretty gown of blue, she said, I love you. Then I knew that this was to be. Down in old San Antone, we danced on and on. Stars twinkled as only they can. Our hearts were so light as we remember that night when we danced to the waltz for Sue Ann.
Beautiful. Right on. Here it's time for our bassist, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce our bassist, David Spiker.
Thank you. Does my baby call me honey? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And does she help me spend my money? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But when she rolls those big brown eyes and she breathes those heavy sighs, that's nice. Does it make goose pimples rise? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is there gonna be a wedding? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is the news already spreading? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When they play Here Comes the Bride, she'll be walking towards my side. Will I be puffed out with pride? Yes, sir.
Well, let's get it, Tommy. Yeah.
stay ticking, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But did I do some chicken bone licking? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When that farmer counts his flock, he'll be in for quite a shock when he misses Plymouth Rock. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is my razor just for shaving? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And did I quit my misbehaving? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, I took my gal's advice. I cut out gin and dice. Was that a sacrifice? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now, Pappy.
How high can you go? How high can you go? Hey. Did I call on Sally Pringle? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And did she vow that she was single? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When a man walked into the flat, he saw me, said, "Who is that?" Did I leave without my hat? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Pappy one more time. Just keep him dancing in the medium way, Pap.
All
The
right.
Kind of Love I Can't Forget by the great Jesse Ashlaw.
The kind of love I can't forget, dear, was the love you gave to me. I had my chance and now I suffer. My heart is filled with misery. Your heart was kind and oh so faithful. It should have never known distress. And in my sorrow I am weeping. Though you don't care, I must confess.
Yes, sir. Oh, look out, everybody now.
So why not take me back again, dear? We could live so happily.
Or happily, maybe.
The kind of love I can't forget, dear, was the love you gave to me. Oh, thank you, folks. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Every once in a while, Pappy lets me do what I want for a change, and I appreciate you letting me do this one, Pap. My favorite Western swing number of all time. Words by Tommy Duncan, the music by the great Bob Wills. Hope you'll dance with us to Time Changes Everything. you say, oh, oh. Oh, everybody say, oh, oh. That's the way you do it. There was a time when I thought of no other. We sang our own love's refrain. Our hearts beat as one, and we had our fun. But time changes everything. When you left me, my poor heart was broken. Our love seemed all in vain.
Oh, very close.
But the gray clouds are gone, and there's blue up above.
Like today.
But time changes everything. Go on, that's Tim Lawrence right there. Yeah. Time has passed and I have forgotten. Mother Nature does wonderful things.
Hurricanes and such.
Girl, I guess it's true that for me and you, time changes everything. Tommy Hannah, let it loose now. You can change the name of an old song, rearrange it and make it swing. I thought nothing could stop me from loving you, but time changes everything. Show us how you do it now. Oh, that's both of them now. They're sounding good. One more time, Brother David, what you got there on the bass? Here's Pappy. I won't love again, 'cause you've gone your way, and now I'll go mine. Time changes everything. One more time. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll hope to get to play for you again.
John England and the Western Swingers. Oh, yeah, now that's my kind of music right there. John England and the Western Swingers. Yes. Mighty fine. Mighty fine. John, that was great. Y'all come back and see us. Keith, didn't you love that? I know you love Western Swing. You know,
it was awesome.
That reminds me of the time, Keith, you and I were hanging out down on Lower Broadway, and it was kind of noisy down there, and this couple came up to us, and they said, hey, do you guys like to swing? And we said, well, yeah, sure. So they said, well, follow us. Remember that?
I do, yeah.
Keith, I'll tell you what, they didn't play any Bob Wills or the Light Crust Doughboys in that place. We had to fight our way out of there.
I remember that.
Remember that?
I know, I had no idea what they was talking about till I got.
Yeah.
What is on your face?
Oh, well, you know what? I put some of the Loveless jam on my face. You know, it's baseball season, and the lights are kind of bright, so they kind of reflect
cuts down on the
the
glare.
light. But, you know, the blackberry
Is it
jam
working?
didn't quite work, so I've got to use one of my loveless napkins to clean it off there.
The nice thing about a loveless napkin is when you're all done, you can just eat it. Yeah.
You can savor it.
It's an amazing
That's
thing. Don't know about that, boy. Well, you know, folks, when people around the world think of Tennessee, first things come to mind are great music, like John England and the Western Swingers you just heard. You're going to hear a lot more of great music tonight. Great food, well, no shortage of that around the Loveless Barn. And, of course, what else, Tom? Moonshine, absolutely. Moonshine wins hands down. That's why we're so thankful for our friends and sponsors at Old Smoky Moonshine. Tennessee's first legal moonshine, distilled in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, right there in the heart of the Smokies. We're proud to say that thanks to all of you out there, in only a few short years, they've run past everyone to become the #2 distiller in all of Tennessee. They may not know Jack, but they sure know Shine. Now, whether you're enjoying some of their classic White Lightning, or maybe like Tom down there tossing back a couple of moonshine-soaked cherries in your Coke, they remind you to always shine responsibly. Old Smoky's now available nationwide through your local package store. Here in the barn, the Old Smoky Lightning Lemonade is a big hit on a warm summer night. Find out more at oldsmokymoonshine.com. Make sure to like Old Smoky Moonshine on Facebook. And now over to the Griffin Technology chat room. Griffin Technology, of course, one of the world's foremost creators of accessories for home, mobile, and personal technology. They're all about communication, and so is our friend Craig Haverhurst.
Is it time to talk already?
It is.
Great. Thank you, Keith Bilbrey.
Time to go to
Folks,
work.
from the band that's going to close our night, from Spirit Family Reunion, please welcome Steven Weinheimer and Pete Pezzamenti right here. You are all, but you were 2 out of how many in the band?
6. We're 6.
A 6-piece? Has it been a 6-piece from the very beginning? Same people, or have you done some shuffling over the years?
Well, it started with Nick and Steven, and then...
Real close.
Sorry? Real close. Sorry, it's Nick and Steven, and then afterwards Maggie entered. They were the trio that started everything up together. And myself and Matt and Ken, we joined the band later and sort of doubled its size. Double the personnel. Yeah.
In a petri dish, it keeps growing. What is the vision that you guys carry in your heads? It's not an old-time band exactly. It's not a new folk band. You guys remind me a little bit of the folk era that was sort of like late 50s and the Pete Seeger sort of style. Big, boisterous, sing-along, get everybody in a circle kind of thing. And I'm wondering if that's kind of one of the real touchstones, or if there's other elements in y'all's musical tastes that inspire you.
Yeah, I think you hit it dead on. We definitely aren't a contemporary folk band, and we're sure as heck not a, what was the other one?
Not an old-timer bluegrass
We're
band.
definitely not an old-time bluegrass band. We're not that good. Yeah, we just want to have a strong connection with the people we perform for. And yeah, we'd like them to sing along, because I can't sing in key, so it doesn't matter if they can.
So y'all were part of the parade today, and I know that the weather wasn't perfect, but was it still fun? How did the parade go today?
Oh, well, it was pretty exciting. We've set up all our stuff and climbed up on the top of the big bus and got all in line, and all the motors were running and bells were ringing and all that. Then suddenly starts raining, put everything in the truck.
Yeah.
And once everything is nice, safe, and secure, the sun comes out. It's very pretty.
Of course. Well, you still got to roll down Broadway, wave at the folks. I think, Steven, you were up on the roof of the bus with a washboard.
Everyone else in the band's scared of water, but I'm not. I was just dancing. Oh, there's some footage around.
That's right. Keep the party going.
Yeah, I'm a much better dancer than I am a washboarder. Excuse me.
So you guys have had a big year and just coming off a big, long tour. And I heard, was it your first nationwide circuit? I mean, tell me about this 7-week extravaganza.
Well, this is the first time us together as the 6-piece took it all the way out to the West Coast and back. And pretty much even in the places that we'd never been before, and we just hadn't really gotten our music to these areas. We still had a really nice time, even if the turnout wasn't big. And if it was really nice. It was really big, and people really danced and had a good time. And a lot of people went home with our music.
Great.
You know, and when we go back, I expect to see, a lot of people joining us again.
It's tough to go to a completely new market. How do you guys put the advance word out? Who do you tell? How does that go? Or what was a good scenario where you got to a town and everything worked?
We're friends with many bands that already there's a network of people that enjoy this type of music. We share each other's, band names. You want to know no music, so
Right.
part of it happens that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Coming up this summer, Newport Folk Festival. Now that's got to feel great. Talk about the Newport Folk Festival.
Well, it's really nice to be invited to the Newport Folk Festival, but the only thing better than that is being invited back the next year.
You've played.
So
okay,
yeah, we're good, I guess, or they think we're good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an honor. It's a festival I've always wanted to play.
What do you guys talk about the state of folk music in America now, and as you watch what you do become valued, and a whole range of acoustic bands that have one foot in the past, one foot in the future, really doing pretty well now, selling big tickets and filling amphitheaters and arenas, and it seems to me that there's something pretty significant going on in terms of discovery and connecting to this stuff. And do you feel it? Do you talk about it?
I think that there's a lot of crap out there, contemporary stuff, but I think that with all those bands that I don't really know much about, and they have a banjo and call themselves folk music, it opens an audience up to people like us and the other bands playing, so it's positive. And I think people see it's honest music and they want to be a part of it, and I think that's why it's getting more popular.
And just before we go, you guys got to record at Sun Studio, I heard, and that's pretty nice, in Memphis, Tennessee. What was the circumstances? Sun, did you go?
Yes, TV show.
Oh, okay, yeah. There was actually, I really don't know the details of that.
Yeah, that's Steven.
All right, PBS or something has a TV show they do where they bring a band in and they record a couple songs. So we went in there at like 2 in the morning and played 8 songs, and then took some naked pictures outside afterwards.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you guys all the very best, and
Thank you.
I hope you get a little rest between this big tour and the next one.
I won't.
No, you won't? No way?
Yeah, thanks.
And we'll see you at the end of the show. Absolutely.
again.
Stephen and Pete from Spirit Family Reunion. One more time, and he seems to go join the Vietti chorus. Maybe both of you guys. Thanks, y'all. And center stage, we've got something exciting coming up from Vietti Chili, and there's Allie Sutton getting ready. Good evening, Allie.
Good evening. Now I need everybody up on their feet because I have a chili holler by T-Claw. Get up, everybody. Vietti Chili, Vietti Chili.
To the right like a wagon wheel. Vietti Chili will make you squeal.
Vietti Chili, Vietti Chili.
Face your own and you do nicely. Do it again if things are getting spicy. Circle left to go round and round till the hole in your head makes a whistling sound. With a bowl of chili, you just can't frown.
Vietti Chili. Hey! Thank you, T-Claw. Thank you, Steven. All right, thank you guys. Good dancing. Now let's get back to the music with Mr. Jim Lauderdale.
Thank you, Allie Sutton. Mighty fine. Let's hear it for Allie. Well, ladies and gentlemen, one reviewer called this band coming up here a combination of bluegrass, cowpunk, and postmodern wandering minstrel show. They hail from near Detroit, Michigan, and they're currently on a tour that's taken them to a dozen or more cities in the East and the Midwest. We're so happy they could join us here tonight. Please welcome Black Jake and the Carnies.
I'm gonna need y'all to help me sing this one. You all know it? Repeat after me. Oh, sinners, you better get ready. Sinners, you better get ready. Oh, you better get ready, hallelujah. Oh, you better get ready, hallelujah. Oh, sinners, you better get ready. Sinners, you better get ready. Times are coming when the sinner must die. Times are coming when the sinner must die. Very good. All together now, sinners, you better get ready. Oh, you better get ready, hallelujah. Sinners, you better get ready. Time's coming when the sinner must die. Oh, sinners, you better get ready. Oh, you better get ready, hallelujah. Sinners, you better get ready.
sinner must die.
Thank you. Give yourselves a big round of applause for helping us sing that one. I sure appreciate it. We're Black Jake and the Carnies. We're from Ypsilanti, Michigan. And this is a song, oh, somebody's from Ypsilanti out there. I didn't expect that. This song is about the street that we all met on. It's down by the train depot, right by the bridge over the Huron River. And it's called Old East Cross Street. And I'd like Billy the Kingpin Lalone to start us off on that one.
To meet my own true love, I hope you're gonna be there. We'll drink and play and sing the and sit and do nothing at the moon above. I don't know where we're all gonna go, but we got us all here right down by the depot, down an old East Cross Street. All our friends meet near where the Huron River runs. Looks like we're losing another one. Don't know nothing about the future, but we act like a deucer in the dark. So get to howling before the train even comes. I don't know where we're all gonna go, but we got us all here right down by the depot, down an old East Cross Street. All our friends meet near where the Huron River runs. I don't know where we're all gonna go, but we got us all here right down by the depot, down an old East Cross Street. All our friends meet near where the Huron River runs. Together, living by the weather, by the time the bitter winter has begun. All about December, some are gone forever, and some will turn green again in the sun. I don't know where we're all gonna go, but we got us all here right down by the depot, down an old East Cross Street. All our friends meet near where the Huron River runs. I don't know where we're all gonna go, but we got us all here right down by the depot, down an old East Cross Street. All our friends meet near where the Huron River runs.
Thank you. Thank you, dancers. You know, we got a lot of free balloons over by our merchandise table over there. If you want your kids to take away a free souvenir, help yourself. If they're not out, we'll come and get them after we're done playing. We got this last song. We figured we'd speed it up for you. For anybody that's drank a lot of coffee. This one is called Bone Man. It's about a voodoo witch who is all alone, and so she makes the dead rise so she can have a dancing partner.
And she would dance right a grave, cause when all dancing partner tread. So she summoned up the spirits of the rightful arrested dead. Oh yes, she drew magic circle round the gleaming marble tomb. And she drew them living bones out from their own eternal womb. And then she cast a spell that puts her soul back in the frame. When the bone man come around, he cried out loud and very fainted. She said, hi, 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 said the magic words. Hi, 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 and now you understand. Hi, hi, don't you say another word. Hi, hi, you just take me by the hand. She would rot inside the graveyard, hanging from a steel cage. The lovebirds and beasts had pulled up all the meat above her frame. And as her pearly bones collapsed and filled the chimney about, swinging to and fro alone until her pieces scattered out. And every night a few would disappear into an open tomb. When he had them all collected with him in his dusty gloom, Bone Man said, I should have listened to my words. Ha, 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 but now you understand. Ha, 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 don't you say another word. Ha, 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 no, I got you by the hand. Ha, 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 now I got you by the hand, now I got you by the hand, and you're always gonna dance with your big round of applause for our dancers. We're Black Jake and the Carnies from Ypsilanti, Michigan. Thank you very much.
Black Jake and the Carnies, everybody. Thank y'all for being here with us. That was fantastic. Thank you. Thanks so much, Jake. Appreciate it. Thank you. Black Jake and the Carnies. Thank you, sir. Hey, Keith?
Yeah, Keith. That's Keith. That's me.
I forgot to mention earlier, folks, we've got some new releases that are on downloads only, and there are 4 different titles: Grassroots, Soul Roots, Twang Roots, and Song Roots. You can download them, go to the Music City Roots website and look for links to iTunes and Amazon at musiccityroots.com/recordings. And we really appreciate y'all checking in via those social sites last week, and we enjoy being able to see who's a part of the nights at the barn. Plus, it gets your friends real jealous of your Bilberry biscuit proximity.
That's it.
So keep it up when you walk past the box office and let your friends know. Let them know your plans by RSVPing to the shows through our Facebook page in advance. Hey, speaking of in advance, Keith, I drove by the Chafin Dinner Theater, Barn Dinner Theater. They are really wanting us to go and do our version of The Odd Couple. We've been talking about the musical Americana version of The Odd Couple.
Are you the clean one or the sloppy one? That would be the only problem.
Whichever one you don't want to do.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
do the other one.
Thank you. Hey, we got a very important announcement. Listen up. If you are driving a Toyota Corolla that is red in color, or a Mitsubishi Mirage, which is red. Funny, these are all three red. A Chevy S10 that is red. I'm not sure exactly where they're parked, but they're parked in the wrong place and you're blocking the entrance out here. And they're going to have to tow you if you don't get out there and move it. So it's a Toyota Corolla, Mitsubishi Mirage, and a Chevy S10. They're all red. If you have one of those cars that's red, you might want to check on that. Well, speaking of social media, we're proud to announce that the Music City Roots YouTube channel now has well over 4 million views. Yeah, how about that? Every week we post a video of a song from each artist that appears here on MCR, and you get to vote on your favorite Star 129 Gem of the Week. Sponsored by Star 129 Diamond, so let your voice be heard. See the amazing Star 129 Diamond for yourself at select fine jewelers all over the country, and here locally in Nashville at Forster's Diamond Outlet, at their beautiful showroom on Hickory Hollow Parkway, or take a look at star129.com. You'll be amazed at the patented technology they've used to create a diamond guaranteed to come with the industry's highest rating for sparkle. Would also like to thank our friends at the Nashville Scene. If you want to know what's happening in and around Music City, look for a fresh copy at local newsstands every Thursday, or visit NashvilleScene.com. Griffin Technology, proud to be a part of Music City Roots and privileged to make the gear you need to power, play, protect, create, and connect to the music that means the most to you. That's why their slogan is Connect to Play. Now over to the Griffin Technology Center. This ought to be an interesting interview. Here's Craig Haverhurst.
That's right, Keith Bilberry. The folks with the crisp white cowboy hats sitting with me are John England here and Gene Pappy Merritts. Welcome to both of them. Come on, folks. Good. Great to see you. I've been a fan of your band for more than a decade. Saw you down on Lower Broadway all those years ago, and I'll share this with everybody. Hired this band to play our wedding. Yes, I recommend you do the same thing.
And Craig,
work for us, 10 years running.
Tell them, you still married?
We're still married.
All right then. See?
Western Swing will seal the deal. And first, speaking of fortuitous meetings, how did you guys meet? You're quite a generation apart, but how did you and Pappy hook up?
I first came to town was the last year the Opryland theme park was open, and I got a chance to sub in the Country Music USA show as the guitar player. And Pap had done it how long?
24 seasons.
You're doing 24 years out there? All right.
That's all.
Oldest musician, and I was there the longest of anybody.
Wow, you saw it all.
Yeah.
And that's as of, 12 years ago, 15 years ago, right?
And John, you brought a little memento here that you can hold up, and we got cameras that can see this, and I'll describe it for the radio audience. But here's a Patsy Cline poster from back in the day, 1962. So you could see Patsy on May 24th to 26th in 1962. And look at that, with the Grand Ole Opry stars, Queen of Western Recording Artists with Gene Merritts and the Country Rhythm Boys. Gene Pappy Merritts, that's a pretty cool bill there.
Yes, we had a 7-piece band.
Yep.
And the Four Seasons Club in Denver, it would hold 1,000 people, and we had to back up the stars that they booked from Nashville every weekend for Friday and Saturday if they didn't have a band. At that time, Patsy was kind of new on the scene, and she didn't have a band, so we backed her up.
Do you remember?
Oh, I remember that. I remember the first thing she said to me when we had rehearsal. Can you play an A flat? I said, yes, I can. I'll always remember that.
It's magnificent. Where did you learn your chops, Pappy?
Listen to the radio and 78 records and playing square dances and just regular dances. And all that put together, you know.
Yep.
I learned to play a little anyway.
We had a night about a month ago where we featured Nashville jazz artists, and while y'all were playing, I kind of thought I'm back at Nashville Jazz Night too, and the way y'all solo and listen to each other, and that's part of the tradition of Western swing, isn't it?
That's very true.
John, what got you up with this music?
You know, if you just keep making one wrong choice after another, you end up being a musician. And if you make a few right choices, you get to play Western swing, and that's what I like to do, yeah.
Was it something that you grew up with, or did you find it as an adult?
You know, I always liked rhythm and blues, and I liked jazz and swing music and popular music, and I liked the different kinds of things. And Western swing combines all those things, so it really just fit in nicely for me.
If I might interject the thing, Western swing music to me is like the big band music, like Tommy Dorsey and those folks. Only they have mostly horns, where we have mostly strings. That's about the only difference, really, when you come right down to it.
They're more in tune. And how did you form your band? How did you get the gig at Roberts? And talk about sort of the early months of getting that thing going to make it a regular Monday night gig.
I had wanted to play on Lower Broad and meet more of the musicians around town in the country music world, and hooked up with him, and he says, we should play at Roberts. And we put a band together, and it wasn't much longer till David got involved and Tommy Hannum.
David Spiker, your bass player. Tommy Hannum, your steel guitarist.
Right.
Yep.
And then Walter came along a little bit later, and so we're mighty proud of our little band. We're just about to finish our 4th album, and I was hoping to have it here tonight, darn it. But it
was just so almost that didn't quite get here.
You've been there, right?
Any memories specifically from those Lower Broadway? I'm sure they just kind of run together in a way, but anything stand out from these 10, 12 years out in there?
Well, it's been a great school for me to learn about this kind of music and really push myself into sink into the tradition of it. And, you know, some of the memories, I guess the highlights are things we shouldn't say on a microphone or a radio show, I guess.
Good stuff. Yeah. It's a nightclub, after all. Yeah. Well, I'm going to get back down and make a point. See y'all play in your native environment. Everybody, what's the time of the week? Let's make sure everybody knows.
The Western Swingers play at Roberts, Western World. That's a Monday night, 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
6 to 10, Monday nights down at Roberts. Great. You guys, it's been great to see you and great to hear you. Thanks for being here. John England.
Thank you, Craig.
Pappy Merritt's Western Swingers.
Thanks for having us.
Love it.
Love that band. Well, you're listening to Music City Roots on Nashville's Hippie Radio, WHPY, Bellevue, Nashville 94.5 on your FM dial. And, of course, we're broadcasting live from the big old barn out behind the world-famous Loveless Cafe at the intersection of Highway 100 and the historic Natchez Trace Parkway. For more than 30 years, the Loveless Cafe has been shipping out those delicious preserves that sometimes Jim's wares and country smoked meats you always hear us talk about. This year, think about giving someone something downright tasty with a gift from the Loveless Cafe. You can go online, view their new catalog of gift baskets at catalog.lovelesscafe.com, or just stop by in person and check it out. And we want to remind you that French's Boots is your headquarters this spring for the best deals on Dan Post boots and more. French's can outfit you from your head to the heel of your Dan Post boots at the best prices anywhere. Step out in style with our great selection of jeans, shirts, and hats, and let them custom fit you with that pair of classic Dan Post boots you've always wanted. Now, if you're in town and you're downtown, you don't want to miss their store, 2nd Avenue, just across and all across Tennessee. It just makes good sense to shop at French's. Check out MusicCityBoots.com and click on Dan Post Boots. And now, here's a man who has more ideas from a biscuit than Mattel has for toys. It's Jim Lauderdale.
Thank you, Keith. That was very kind of you. Thank you. You know what? And folks, Keith, I'll tell you what, every time he opens his mouth, it's like he throws a touchdown out there. I mean, he's so effective. You know, when you were talking about, after you were talking about the delicious food here at the Loveless, and you were talking about French's boots, you made me want to eat a pair of boots. I mean, it was so convincing. Well, folks, in a short time, Our next guest has become a leader in the East Nashville music scene and a friend of Music City Roots. His latest album, Good Timin' in Waynetown, shows off a flair of writing and arranging that updates a timeless style. And this band is as tight as they come, folks. Please welcome Jacob Jones.
I was riding on a full tank, but I went out last night and I spent my last dime. I ended up in the welfare line, but nothing in this whole world gonna bring me down. No, nothing in this whole world gonna bring me down. You don't need to be a rich man to know how to paint the town. So if you're looking for me and I'm not around, paradise is where I can be found. Ain't nothing in this whole world gonna bring me down. Well, I had a good woman waiting for me at home. She was a sexy little thing that I can call my own. But I guess that she didn't love me in the end. She ran off with my best friend, so ain't nothing in this whole world gonna bring me down. No, nothing in this whole world gonna bring me down. You don't need to be in love to know how to paint the town. So if you're looking for me and I'm not around, paradise is where I can be found. Ain't nothing in this whole world gonna bring me down. So Jay Rutherford. Got no mansion on the hill, can't get a loan to pay my bills. Nobody waiting for me at home to hold me tight when I'm all alone. No, I ain't got no pie in the sky, but I got something that money can't buy. Lord, and nothing in this whole world gonna bring me down. No, nothing in this whole world gonna bring me down. You don't need to be a rich man to know how to paint the town. So if you're looking for me and I'm not around, paradise is where I can be found. Ain't nothing in this whole world gonna bring me down. Yeah, nothing in this whole world gonna bring me down. How y'all doing? Thanks so much for having us. I was instructed to make sure you dance, but I think you got it down. I'd like to get the Nashville horns up here. We got a horn section on stage. You got to dance now. It's Friday night, now I know everything everything is gonna be alright. So put that new dress on, honey, we're going out tonight. Yeah, 'cause I've been working hard every day. I've been working my poor young life away. So listen up, darling, I got something to say. When I'm with you, everything is fine. I'm gonna hold you in my arms tonight. I'm gonna make you mine, honey, just give me a little more time. Well, now time is all I need. One more time. Yeah, I'm saving up, honey, I'm gonna lay it all on the line. There's wedding bells and limousine, tuxedos and diamond rings. I'm gonna make you mine, honey, just give me a little more time. Yeah. But now time is all I need. A little more time. Yeah, I'm saving up, honey, I'm gonna lay it all on the line. 'Cause when I'm with you, everything is fine. I'm gonna hold you in my arms tonight. I'm gonna make you mine, honey, just give me a little more time. Yeah, wedding bells and limousines, tuxedos and diamond rings. I'm gonna make you mine, honey, just give me a little more time. I'm gonna make you mine, honey, just give me a little more time. Thank you very much. Nashville horns over here. To Kirk Donovan on the trumpet. To Paul Thacker on the tenor and Barry saxophone. To Diego Vasquez on the trombone. We're gonna play our one slowish song, but I promise you can still dance to it. So grab somebody and get out there. My days were dark, and I was lonely all the time. I had holes in my shoes, and I didn't have a dime. But now I have found I'm the richest man in town. Everybody knows it's true. Yeah, now that I've found you, and now that I've found you, honey, I don't have to sing the blues. Yeah, no more drinking all night sugar. Just trying to find somebody new. No, I don't have to moan, and I don't have to groan. Everybody knows that it's true. Yeah, now that I've found you, you're the only one. There ain't no other one who's gonna see this thing through. Yeah, now that I found you. You're the only one, ain't no other one that's gonna see this thing through. Yeah, now that I've found, yeah, now that I've found, yeah, now that I've found you.
Thank y'all so much. The lovely Miss Samantha Francis over here singing and making us all look and sound real good. Well, we'll send this one out to Ray Charles. This one's actually been on the radio here in town, so maybe you might know it, hopefully. Play loud, Ray. Play soft and slow. Sing me a song about falling in love, and we ain't got no place to go. I wanna dance with my little Music City sweetheart. She my heart and soul. Play loud, Ray. We ain't got no place to go. I got decks of cards and bottles of wine, margaritas on the porch outside, chicken frying on the countertop. We got greens cooking down in a simmering pot. We got music playing on the stereo, and everybody's singing. We've been going since 7 o'clock. No, there ain't no telling when we gonna stop. We gotta play loud, Ray. Play it soft and slow. Sing me a song about falling in love. No, we ain't got no place to go. I wanna dance with my little Music City sweetheart. She my heart and soul. Play loud, Ray. No, we ain't got no place to go. Of cards and bottles of wine, margaritas on the porch outside, chicken frying on the countertop. We got greens cooking down in a simmering pot. We got music playing on the stereo, and everybody's singing. We've been going since 7 o'clock. No, there ain't no telling when we gonna stop. We got play loud, Ray. Play it soft and slow. Sing me a song about falling in love. No, we ain't got no place to go. I wanna dance with my little Music City sweetheart. She my heart and soul. Play it loud, Ray. No, we ain't got no place to go. I said, play it loud, Ray. Play it soft and slow. Sing me a song about falling in love. No, we ain't got no place to go. I wanna dance with my little Music City
pretty sweetheart. She my heart and soul. Play loud, Ray, that we ain't got no place to go. Thank you. Back here holding us down, Mr. Aaron Mortensen on the drum set. You might find him in Los Colones at times. All the songs we're playing tonight are all on one record that came out in January on Electric Western Records, and we've got them in the back right when we're done. We've got a couple more for you. Y'all still with us? This one's called Tennessee Highway. We're gonna take a little ride. Well, my baby came and picked me up just last night. She said, come on, sweet daddy, we're going for a ride. We're gonna swing in the breeze like a southern pine, flying down the highway past the county line. Baby, if you're lucky, we'll be going your way. We tearing down the Tennessee Highway. Hey, 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 we're riding all night on the Tennessee Highway. 40 and 24. Come on, sweet mama, let's ride some more. Hey, hey, and we're riding all night on the Tennessee Highway. Well, don't you know we ain't ever going home? We're gonna ride on the highway till the wheels come off, going down them miles an hour down a dark road that just blew by the highway patrol. But look out, man, we're coming your way. We tearing down the Tennessee Highway. Hey, 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 we're riding all night on the Tennessee Highway. On 6540 AM 24. Come on, sweet mama, let's ride some more. Hey. Thank you. We just got one more song. My name is Jacob Jones, by the way. Back here holding us down on the bass, we got Mr. Jack Huey. So the name of this record that we're playing all these songs on is called Good Timin' in Waynetown. A lot of people think it's about a place called Waynetown, but I've got a friend named Wayne, and every time we go out together, my wife just says, "See you tomorrow." Like, we always end up in trouble. We never come home on time. I always end up losing a shoe, ended up in the bush in my front yard. So Waynetown's really a state of mind, so that's where we're gonna go right now. This one's called Good Timin' in Waynetown. Thank y'all so much for listening to us. Shirt, a black tie. Me and the boys are gonna hang 'em high. We got wingtips and glasses of rye. We gonna find a little trouble tonight. Yeah, we're dressing up to get dressed down, and we headed down to Waynetown. I'm good timin' in Waynetown. Good timin' in Waynetown. Good timin' in Waynetown. Good timin' in Waynetown. All right, I'm good timin'. I ain't going home tonight. Well, this girl was looking like a rock and roll queen. The finest thing that I ever seen, yeah. A wink of her eye, boy, could make you weep. She was a strutting like a wolf in a field of sheep. Well, there's only one place where she hangs around. You gotta go to Waynetown. Good timin' in Waynetown. Good timin' in Waynetown. Good timin' in Waynetown. Good timin' in Waynetown. All right, I'm good timin' in Waynetown. I ain't going home tonight. Little guitar.
Jacob Jones. That was great. Thank you, my friend. Jacob Jones. Let's hear it for him, everybody. They're putting the scald on it out there.
I'm telling you.
Keith, I want to give a shout out to there's a buddy of mine from Brazil, a very fine country singer, Rodrigo Haddad. Let's give him a big hand.
All right.
He's over there waving in the corner. Y'all make him feel welcome tonight. Welcome, Rodrigo.
Very good.
I'll turn things over to you men now.
We have a little something for you, Jim. Don't run off. You're going to love this. You are going to love this.
I love surprises.
The Colonel put his top designers together.
Yeah, let's do this. And
Oh, you want to do that? Okay, okay, and then you lay that on.
Be sure and fill out your form if you want to win this $425 portfolio.
Beautiful.
Take your form to the Colonel Littleton booth. We're going to draw right before the show is over, so be sure and fill it out. Now.
Don't want to miss that.
Now.
Watch this, Jim.
Watch
You're gonna
this.
love this.
You know, Jim Lauderdale gets inspired. He writes hit songs, which is pretty neat. And I'm a designer, so I get inspired sometime, and I design special things. But since Jim Lauderdale is the world-famous biscuit, he has brought biscuits to a new level.
Yes.
So we have the
Look at this.
Look at this now, y'all. Pay attention. The one and only biscuit bracelet for Jim Lauderdale.
Right there. You don't have to put it in your pocket anymore, pal. You can.
Hey, now that's
right
nice.
there.
That is nice.
Genuine leather.
Wow.
Biscuit bracelet.
Thank you so much. That is
the official Jim Lauderdale
that is
model.
something. Thank you, Colonel.
I predict that in the next 6 months, this will be the hottest thing on the leather market.
I agree. Thank you so much. Let's hear it for Colonel Littleton. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get those entries in.
Fill them out.
All right, we'll be doing that drawing toward the end of the show. Well, you know, you have options about where you choose to conduct your financial business as a not-for-profit financial cooperative. Ascend Federal Credit Union recognizes the importance of member loyalty. That's why they're pleased to once again reward members who bring the majority of their business to the credit union by returning $8 million in bonus dividends and loan interest funds. Over the past 7 years, Ascend's returned more than $39 million to its members. Now, to learn more about Ascend, visit them at ascendfcu.org. Federally insured by the NCUA. Membership is limited. Now, if you don't have credit union membership available at your work, you can also join the Nature Conservancy. Ask for details at your local Ascend office. Tennessee chapter of the Nature Conservancy is 35 years old this year. And just what have they got to show for it? Well, how about 280,000 acres protected in Tennessee, 29 state natural areas, 10 wildlife management areas, and 2 national wildlife refuge here in Tennessee. Nature Conservancy protects nature not only for its own sake, but also because nature sustains our health and our way of life. The trees that clean our air, the rivers that supply our drinking water, and so much more. Visit nature.org/Tennessee to learn more about what the Nature Conservancy is doing for you and for nature here and around the world. Now it's time to go back over to Craig in the chat room, sponsored by Griffin Technology, making it easier for you to connect to play. How about it, Craig?
All right, I appreciate that. Y'all, while we have a little 5-minute interview, as you can see, T-Claw is down here teaching you the dances for the next set. So we can do 2 things at once, but pay attention to T-Claw. He's going to keep you, get you ready for this amazing dance set. Y'all are looking good down there. Okay, up here, we've got Jacob Jones on stage for some questions and answers. Say hi to Jacob one more time.
Hey.
They're all in dance school, but they're going to listen anyway.
I see that. That's impressive.
It's nice to see you, sir. Thanks for a great set. You've been back a couple times now, and making some great stuff happen with, some wonderful nights at the 5 Spot in East Nashville, a record label.
Yeah.
And congrats on all that, and just keeping, you got a lot of energy.
Well, so, I mean, when I first got to town, no one would put out our music, so we had to found a label.
Yeah,
so
right.
we founded Electric Western and started putting out some albums in 2008 or so, and then eventually started building these parties that we've become more known for, I suppose. So we've been doing a party called Keep On Moving at the 5 Spot every Monday night for the past 5 years.
They're famous now.
Where
Yes.
we play a bunch of old school rock and roll and soul music, and they just keep on going, and I don't think it's ever going to stop anytime soon. It's wonderful.
It's fantastic.
I certainly can't complain about it. It's fun every week.
Did you grow up in a lot of different places? Where's your home? Do you have a hometown?
Yeah, my hometown is Crawfordsville, Indiana, I suppose. But I grew up in Indiana until I was about 10, and then I grew up in Atlanta. And then after I finished high school in Atlanta, I went to New York City for a few years. And then I ended up here in 2007, and I haven't left since, and I don't think I'm going to anytime soon.
What were the key things that influenced you and got you interested in music? Was it a personal thing in the family? Was it a scene you found? Or what got you hooked?
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to have one of those dads when I was a kid who had the Columbia House catalogs. So we had every CD known to man. So I was listening to Springsteen and Tom Petty and Led Zeppelin and all that stuff when I was really young. And then I got into punk and hardcore and stuff in middle school. It's like a lot of kids did, but no one had that background that I did. And I was astonished when people didn't know who Tom Petty was when we were like 14 years old. So that was it. I mean, that definitely turned me on. And as I got older and got into my own thing and started listening to some of the best songwriters like, Townes Van Zandt, John Prine, all those kind of guys. It's when I first moved here. And I just got completely enamored with it, and especially old blues music, which led to rock and roll, obviously. Yeah. And I've been hooked ever since. What else would you want to do,
And when you formed a band, did you have several different directions you thought you might go, or was kind of a vintage classic rock and roll soul thing just absolutely the direction you knew?
Yeah, it kind of happened organically. I mean, when I first started playing by myself, so I played a lot more singer-songwriter-oriented stuff. And I got kind of tired of that after a while. And we started the parties. And after hearing that music every single week, hearing Chuck Berry and Little Richard and Jerry Lee Lewis, I just seeped into everything I was writing. And I just wanted to write a fun record, like songs that were 2.5 minutes long, that were about having fun and falling in love and falling out of love and drinking and
greasy food.
Nothing too crazy, greasy food. Yeah, I mean,
good.
I wanted it to be intentionally simple.
How did the Nashville Horns come together or come into your life?
Oh, those guys? I've known them from around the neighborhood for a few years, and they seem to play with everybody. So they were smart enough to call themselves the Nashville Horns and get billed that way. It's great.
Yeah.
In a town that's known for boogie woogie and country and all that, it's great to have a killer horn section.
Yeah.
And more bands are having horns, and at least in East Nashville. I love it. I hope it keeps going, and I hope they're the most hardworking guys in town.
It just elevates everything.
Yeah,
takes
definitely.
a party and
it's a great. For someone like me, it's a very, very rewarding thing to have around, to have a great horn section that can just show up at the drop of a hat and make your songs that much better.
So real quick, you mentioned the record on stage, Good Timin' in Waynetown. It's a state of mind, not a place. And it's a terrific record, and it's out there now since January. So congratulations getting that out.
Thank you.
And should we mention this gig in September? You got it on your website with the Blind Boys of Alabama?
Oh, yeah. So
that looks pretty exciting.
I know. It's pretty surreal. So on September 25th, we'll be playing at the War Memorial with Mavis Staples and the Blind Boys of Alabama. So that's a career notch for me.
Classic. Yeah. Fantastic. I know you'll make the most of it. We'll see you again here, I'm sure.
I hope so.
And thrilled to hear you play.
Thank you.
Jacob Jones, one more time, everybody. And let me just paint a picture for those listening on the radio. We've got an army of eager dancers here on the floor. We've got T-Claw getting them all organized. This is where it's really happening. The square dance section of Dance Night at Music City Roots is brilliant, and it's about to start. Jim Lauderdale.
Folks, now, I'd never call you all square, but it is time for some square dancing. We have an awesome band up here that's learned how to play the old-time styles from deep family tradition. And we have a caller who will keep you on your toes. Please welcome the Whiskey Bent Valley Boys.
ways lines, standing across from your partner. For all of those of you listening out there in Radio Land, during the interview, we taught people how to square dance. Had about 3 minutes, so the rest of that 3 minutes will happen live with the band. Everyone's gonna do good. Join hands in long ways lines. Spread out as long as you can. Don't be slow, right hand around with your partner now, left hand back. And 2 hand swing, and swing your partner, pretty little thing, swing your partner in a little bitty ring. Top couples, join your hand and sashay down, just the top couple now. Face the top and peel off. Follow the person in front. And you get to the bottom and you make an arch and you meet your partner and you duck on through. Everybody holler. Up and back. Join your hands in long ways lines, up and back, keeping time, and back again, you're doing just fine. And do-si-do, the one you know, like the chicken in a bread pan, scratching out dough, right hand around, don't be slow. And a left hand back. Swing your partner, one and all. You swing your partner. And the top couple, you sashay down. And sashay back. Face the top and peel off. When you get to the bottom and you make an arch, it meets your partner, you duck on through. When you get to the top, you stand there, that's what you do. And join your hands in long ways lines, up and back, you're doing fine. You keep on going one more time. And do-si-do, one you know. Right hand round and a left hand back. Swing your partner, pretty little thing, and you swing your partner and shout and sing. And the top 3 couples sashay down. Sashay back. You face the top and you peel off. Get to the bottom and you make 3 arches, duck on under. And you duck on under, you scream like thunder. Sashay down and sashay sashay back. Sashay back, face the top and you peel off. Thank your partners, one and all. Thank the band at the top of the hall. Excellent square dancing. For the next dance, you need a partner and one other couple to join hands in a ring of 4. And join your hands, circle left. Circle right and the other way back. Right hand shake across and start around. And a left hand back. You give your partner your right elbow in your corner with the left elbow. Swing your partner, the one you know, and you swing them high and you swing them low. Swing your partner all around the floor. And you promenade 2 by 2, promenade to go anywhere. Find another couple if you dare. Find another couple and you circle up square. Circle to the left, get out of there. Other way back, back to the right. Right hand across, how do you do? Back by the left, say fine, thank you. You give your partner your right elbow. And left hand to the left elbow. Everybody swing and don't be slow. You swing your partner around the row. You swing them high, swing them low. Floor. Find another couple, circle up 4, circle to the left in the middle of the floor. And circle right, you circle right like a wagon wheel. The more you dance and the better you feel. Right hand across, how do you do? Back by the left, say fine, thank you. And a partner with the right elbow, and a corner with the left elbow. And swing your partner and you don't be slow. Everybody home and you swing your own. You swing them till they holler, whoa. Promenade one more time, promenade and you keep in time. Find another couple and you're doing fine. Circle left, keep in time. The way back and back to the right, circle to the right if it takes all night. Right hand across, how do you do? Back by the left, say fine, thank you. And a partner with the right elbow. In a corner with the left elbow. You swing your partner one and all. You swing your partner all around the hall. That's the end, I do believe. Kiss the collar before you leave. That's the end of this old square. Promenade right out of there. That's all there is, there ain't no more. Promenade right off the floor.
Hey boys, everybody. Let's give them a big hand. Did y'all have fun?
Great dancing out there. Thanks, everybody.
Y'all did great. The Whiskey Bent Valley Boys, thank y'all so much.
Good stuff.
And T-Claw, let's give him a big hand.
Absolutely.
T-Claw.
Yeah, where'd he go? Yeah. Whew. I think the scald has been put on it. What do you think?
It has.
You see all those folks out there dancing?
I'll tell you what, that was
Great.
nice. That was
Man.
really nice.
Woo. Are you ready for me to read another commercial? Okay, since you asked. You know, we always ask that you support our sponsors because they support us. They allow us to do our thing and bring you music in fresh and innovative ways, just like we've seen here tonight, which is why we're so proud to have Nissan as one of our sponsors. Innovation is what Nissan's all about. Not only does Nissan support Music City Roots, they also support a variety of other artistic endeavors throughout the community. As Music City Roots continues to shake things up in the world of music, Nissan's doing the same thing in the automotive world. Just recently, Nissan unveiled the all-new Altima, Pathfinder, and Sentra, and out this spring, the new All-Versa Note, Nissan's new hatchback. Nissan's local motto of Nashville Proud has never been more timely and appropriate. Not only are the vehicles innovative, their relationship with this great city grows deeper each and every day. We hope you'll check out Nissan on Facebook and become friends with them. Just search Nissan to join the community and find out more about their upcoming models and boundary-pushing innovations. Thank you from us, and thank you from Nissan. We'd also like to give a shout out to our friends at Digitech, the official office equipment provider here at Music City Roots. Just take a look at those beautiful programs for a sample of their quality. You can find them at digitechllc.com. And I want to mention a couple of guys who are here, Eric and Bailey Smith, Drew Smith, and their mom Phoebe. They're sitting back there somewhere. And both my sons are here tonight, Mark and Eric Bilbrey, and it's awfully good to see him. They're in from a cross-country tour. They drove from California, Los Angeles, all the way to Nashville, Tennessee. They're having a good time in Nashville tonight. Once again, Craig Haverhurst.
Man, these guys are sweating, but they're ready to talk for just a couple minutes. From the Whiskey Bent Valley Boys, say hey to Mason Dixon. He's here. And this is T-Claw calling the dances for you.
I'm T-Claw.
That's right. Man, that's a good time. We got to do this more than once a year.
Oh, yeah. Quarterly barn dance.
The quarterly barn dance, seasonal.
There's not enough dancing in Nashville, is there?
Well, this is an issue we could talk about for at least a day. It could be a whole week-long seminar on this subject. I don't know what it is about Nashville, but anyway, you guys have said, you told me that y'all have not worked together a lot, maybe a few times, but so the caller can kind of be a freelance guy, plugs in here and there, finds a hall with a band, and do your thing.
Yeah, I'll work with just about any old-time string band, and I'm willing to experiment with other things, but traditionally, Appalachian Southern square dancing would go good with tunes that Whiskey Bent Valley plays.
Yep.
I use them whenever I can when they don't have a bigger, more important, better paid gig for our community dances up in Louisville and Nashville, wherever. So,
Mason, where's your home base for this band?
Pee Wee Valley, Kentucky.
And that sounds like a giant city with monorails and subways and millions of people.
Oh, Lordy be, we got a post office and maybe a little snackery.
How'd you find, are y'all natives of the area? Tell me the story about how you came to live in a...
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a pretty short story. We all live about a mile from each other. We walk to practice, we walk to play, we walk to jams. So it's just kind of like a hometown thing.
My God. How long you been at it with each other?
We've been touring nonstop, over 200 shows a year for the last 6 years.
Man, that's amazing. What was the day that the band was born and you said, this is the group, this is the thing, we're doing this?
We lost our jobs.
I'm just going to let that sink in. Yeah. Oh, man. Talk about getting this project going and what the network in your state and the region is like for playing and finding dancers and finding the place where this music is more than welcome, is enthusiastically received.
Well, I'm going to let Mr. T-Claw answer that one for you.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's a growing thing. You know, people want a connection to their roots, do something other than go to a movie or stare at their iPhone. So people are very receptive, as you saw tonight.
You had basically everybody here on the floor.
Anyone we could fit on that dance floor, we did tonight. And people are just craving that sort of connection. How often do you get to hold hands with your neighbors and smile and sweat on each other? That's something that a lot of us haven't done in a very long time. So wherever we try to pull one up, if you can get someone in the door, they're more than happy to participate. So,
Mason, do you find a city-country split in where you guys can go and play. If you go to a big city, an Atlanta or a Louisville, are there places, or does this tend to be more of a community, rural country thing?
You get more of a different reaction in the big city. People think we're straight out of the hollers, straight from the backwoods, but when you play for the rural people, it's just more of a standard thing, to be honest.
Where did you learn your instrument and the repertoire?
I'll tell you what, we started playing behind my parents' band for many years. We started out more traditional of bluegrass, and we just progressed to the older style of music the older we get. Regressed. Like that, I like that.
Is this, do you guys make recordings? Is this music that lends itself to making records? Is that an emphasis for you guys?
Oh, yes, sir. We got 3 different records we've put out. We just recorded a whole new full-length album that we're going to be releasing in August, so that's for sure.
Great. And do you all comb old records for songs, or are you writing original stuff?
We like to play the old traditional stuff, and we write tunes that sound old and traditional.
You do? Nice. So, and for folks who were, listening on the radio, you had a guitar, a fiddle, and a banjo, I think, and a bass. Is that the 4 of y'all?
That's it, just 4 of us.
Yeah, that's pretty much a standard string band format going back a long way.
Yeah, I believe so, and that's just how we like to roll. It's nice and comfortable that way.
Yep. And y'all are heading down to Gatlinburg, apparently, to play for a good stretch.
Yes, sir. We're going to be down in Gatlinburg, Tennessee for 9 weeks. 3 of the weeks will be at Dollywood. 6 of the weeks we will be playing for the city of Gatlinburg for a program called Tunes and Tales.
Right. And T-Claw, what's up in your summer plans here? Where do you think you're going to be going next? And who else do you like to work with, and where?
Well, I'm based out of Louisville now. I'm from Nashville, but I moved up to Louisville about a year ago, and I've been focusing a lot on the Tennessee, Kentucky region, my home region, where I'm kind of trying to bring traditional community square dancing back, because when I grew up, it actually was just about gone or not there at all.
How about that?
It faded away. There was a revival in the 70s and 80s, but yes, I'm that young, so by the time I was old enough to realize what was going on, there wasn't any square dances of this nature in our region. Knoxville's got a monthly dance. Nashville's been doing dances up at Bell's Bend Farms with Yazoo, and they have barn dances out there a few times a year. Louisville, of course.
Right.
And, Chattanooga's got a folk school that hosts community dances every now and then.
Yes, we know them well.
Yeah.
And we got about a minute left here, but how do you go about trying to promote this? What's your pitch in essence, and how are you trying to spread the word? I mean, we're all connected and everything, but you've got to convince people this is something to try for the first time.
There's not anything I can tell someone to do. It's the hardest part of my job is to get people to actually stand up, set down their drink, meet someone new, and dance with someone. But once you do, your life will be changed. So definitely give it a shot if you ever get the opportunity to try this out. So.
All right, T-Claw and the Whiskey Bent Valley Boys. Thank you, Mason Dixon, for a great set. And good luck this summer, and we'll see you all around. Whiskey Bent Valley Boys, square dance with your friends. Over the other side of the stage. What's up?
Yes, sir. I want to remind you once again, you're listening to Music City Roots on Nashville's Hippie Radio, WHPY, Bellevue, Nashville, 94.5 on your FM dial. Once again, star of stage, screen, and radio. And you see him on that, what is that TV series? Nashville?
Nashville.
There you are. Every time I turn it on, there you are.
Well, I was on it once. Just as a
maybe
banjo
I'm watching
player.
the same one over and over again, but there you are every time I turn it. Once again, Jim Lauderdale, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Keith Bilbrey. Thank you very much. Hey, are y'all still with us? Are you ready for one more set of great music? Well, let's take things home tonight with a band that has visited us before. They've always left us surprised, refreshed, and happier than when they arrived. From the great roots music city of New York, New York, please welcome Spirit Family Reunion.
There ain't no fire, the light is burning. play a song by our friend Dan McDonald, who plays under the band name Spitzer Space Telescope. We call it Climb Up the Corn.
This song is by our friend Dan Spitzer. His band name is Spitzer Space Telescope. Chin chin, my cows are much too thin and thin thin. Climb up the corn, fill in the crib, and over the road to mommy and the children. Thank you, folks. Hey, everybody, how's it going? That's good. We've played Music City Roots twice before, and I just want to say that this time, all the bands we play with, awesome. Yeah, except Billy made me look bad on the washboard, but other than that, it's cool. Yeah, but thanks for coming out. Yeah, it's a good time. And T-Claw's best caller I ever seen.
The song's called How I Long to Take That Ride. As I walk away from the gambler's gate, I will leave no track in the ground, just in old sweet song that I'm humming along. How I long
The only thing we like playing more than for you people is tuning our instruments for you people.
Thank you. Does anybody know how much more time we have? 1 or 2 more songs? We'd like to know. 2 more? All right. Let's do Dances and then Hands. 1, 2, 3. Up on high, the clouds they gather right on near. I'm reaching out for you. In the corner is a furnace with a flame that's gonna burn us, and at night I'm burning through the forest, chase a sunset till it in that valley where you hear that whistle when it blows, where you hitch me to your wagon, where you ride me to your cabin with that chariot swing low. When the girls are doing dance, I don't need no second chance. I would take my soul, lead it to the ground. And when you're somewhere and you hold it, and the colors start to cold, hallelujah, hallelujah, I'm following the sound. Hallelujah, hallelujah, I am following the sound.
Family reunion. It's great. Thank y'all so much. The Spirit Family Reunion. Now listen, don't go away. We're getting ready to have the Loveless Jam where anything might happen, and it probably will. Right, Craig?
That's right. And you know what they all have in common?
What's
I
that?
have no idea what the song is.
And I don't either.
Until it happens.
We still don't know.
You
We
still
won't
don't know.
till
This is the
we
last
start it.
minute arranging
Yes.
that happens, but that's the magic
Yes.
of Music City Roots, isn't it, Keith?
That's right.
All right, so I got a little, some thank yous to throw around because we had some great musicians tonight. Thanks for being here as part of Dance Night at Music City Roots, a spring tradition. We really appreciate John England and the Western Swingers and Black Jake and the Carnies with their lit-up banjo and their chicken head bass drum. Is that gone? The chicken head bass drum still here? Jacob Jones laying it on extra thick. The Whiskey Bent Valley Boys and Spirit Family Reunion. One more time for everybody, all the artists. They let us have it. Folks, we've got a great lineup next week, the Blackstone Brewery lineup 1 week from tonight. As we get sort of winding down the spring season, we're going to be here with the Chapin Sisters, who have got a current project where they cover Everly Brothers songs. They're sisters, but you ought to hear them. They sound like Don and Phil. Amazing. Gary Talley and the Road Homer here, playing a little bluegrass. Kenny Roby, some serious folk. And two bands that are really making noise out there in the Americana circuit. Nora Jane Struthers and the Party Line are back, of the big, nice feature this week on NPR. And a band that I've been wanting on this show for a year, and they are coming, and they're amazing, out of Texas. Sons of Fathers are going to be here. They'll blow your minds, for seriously. So I'll be here. Keith, I think you will be too.
I will be here. Would you like to do our drawing now?
Let's
do it.
See who won that portfolio.
This beautiful leather portfolio.
All right.
I mean, it's not a biscuit bracelet, but it's mighty nice.
Almost, but it's 400.
Jim is so proud of his. He said he was only going to wear it on special occasions.
Sunday afternoons. maybe.
Sunday afternoons,
I think
maybe.
it'd be great.
This is valued at $425, and somebody's going to walk out of here absolutely free. Let me reach way down in there.
And the winner
And the winner is. Oh, we have no drummer over there, so
No
can't do a
drum
drum
tonight.
roll. Who we got here, Colonel?
I can't read that. Let's
I
see.
can't either. That's the reason I passed it over to you.
Whoa, what a name.
I believe it is Nolan Hintz. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Nolan? All right. Nolan.
Congratulations. Just go over to the Colonel Littleton booth over there, and we'll have this for you. How about that? Congratulations, man. You're going to love that.
I don't think Nolan has a portfolio yet in his life.
Yeah.
This could be his
in North
first
Dakota.
portfolio.
All the way from North Dakota. How about that?
Get out of here. All right.
That is great.
Is his family here? Is Nolan's family? Good to see you
Yeah.
guys. Thanks for being here.
Don't try to get that from him, because he won't give it to you. He looks mighty proud. Big thanks to our sponsors, French's Shoes and Boots, The Loveless Cafe, Old Smoky Moonshine, Griffin Technology, Nissan North America, Star 129 Diamond, Vietti Chili, Ascend Federal Credit Union, and the Nature Conservancy. A big hand for all our sponsors tonight. Boy, what a night. Hey, and a big hand for you, man. I've never seen such dancing in my life. It was great. Give yourselves a big hand. You bet. And we'd like to thank all the gang at Sound Image for taking such good care of this live sound here in the barn. You'll find these guys on tour with just about anybody who's anybody, with offices from Los Angeles to Nashville. We're darn lucky to have them here with us. If you need professional sound, large or small, take a look at sound-image.com. They're a proud sponsor of this final segment. Well, the stage can hardly hold them all. All our guest artists who Craig just mentioned have returned to the stage for our big Loveless Jam, where we encourage all the musicians to stretch out on a favorite song. And to find out what that song is going to be, the one, the only, the man with the biscuit bracelet, Jim Lauderdale.
Thank you, Keith.
Jim Lauderdale.
Thanks so much. That is so kind, Keith, with all the accolades. Keep going, because we're not set up yet. We're still stalling.
Everybody looks ready to be.
Some history, some
I'll tell you,
background,
yes,
some story, maybe.
I sure will, Craig. I'll tell you some history about this song. It's very interesting. It was a
go
group,
ahead.
and I'll tell you what, the young folks from Spirit Family Reunion suggested this song. It's an old song by John Fogerty that Creedence Clearwater did, and I think we might be. I think we might be about ready here for Born on the Bayou.
Yeah, let's do it.
Son, don't let the man get you. Do what he done to me.
Music City Roots is a production of Hang Die Media. Executive producers John Walker and Todd Mayo would like to thank Alan Brockman for driving the Roots Revival prison bus at the CMA parade today, with Spirit Family Reunion on the roof, no less. And of course, a big thanks to all our friends at Hippie Radio. Had a great time with Emmylou Harris on the air last night. Don't forget to join me for the Roots Radio Hour tomorrow night and every weekday at 7 p.m., except Wednesdays, of course, where we'll explore the roots of Americana and rock for hippies of all ages. Hippie Radio 94.5 on your FM dial. We're awfully glad you joined us this week for Music City Roots. Live from the Loveless Cafe, I'm Keith Bilbrey, and from the edge of Music City, good night, Jim Lauderdale.
Hang on.